take a look at this problem. We got 2x squared minus x minus 6 equals 0. And we want to solve it by completing the square. Now our first step is to divide everything by the number in front of x squared. So we're going to divide everything by 2. Now remember, there's no number in front of x, so there's a 1 there. That's why I did 1 divided by 2. And that gives us x squared minus 1/2 x minus 3 is equal to 0. Step 2 is to take our constant term, the number, to the right side. So we got x squared minus 1/2 x, and take negative 3 over, it becomes a positive 3. Step 3 is to take the number that's before your x, which is negative 1/2, multiply it times 1/2 and squared. It's always times 1/2 and it's always squared. Negative 1/2 times 1/2 is negative 1/4, and negative 1/4 squared is 1/16. And then I'm going to add that to both sides. So I got x squared minus 1/2 x plus 1/16 is equal to 3 plus 1/16. So we got x squared minus 1/2 x plus 1/16. Now this is a mixed number rule. I can take the number to the side to 3, multiply it times 16. 3 times 16 is 48, and I add a number on top. 48 plus 1 is 49 over 16. Step 4 is to factor the left side. This factors as x minus 1/4 squared. Now there's no special trick there in the factoring. Right here, right before you square it, sign included, whatever number is there, always is what goes right here. So there really is no factoring. Step 5. Use the square root property to solve for x. We're going to drop our squared, and we'll put a plus or minus square root around the other side. Now always you want to simplify radicals before you go on. And 49 is 7 times 7, and 16 is 4 times 4. So 7/4 times 7/4 gives us 49 over 16. Now we're looking for a pair of somethings. Here's a pair of 7/4, so they're going to come out in front as a single 7/4. Now I'm solving still for x, so I'm going to take the negative 1/4 over, and it becomes a positive 1/4, plus or minus 7 over 4. And we want to split this up. What that plus or minus means is it means we're going to have x is equal to 1/4 plus 7/4, and we'll have x equals 1/4 minus 7/4. Now 1 plus 7 is 8, so we got 8 over 4, or 2. On this one, we got 1 minus 7, which is negative 6 over 4, and that reduces the top and bottom both divided by 2. So we got negative 3/2. And those would be our two answers.